Welcome back to the channel Tarot Yogi. I'm Vinit, I read tarot intuitively, and today we're doing another timeless pick a card reading on why were you born, what soul lessons are you here to learn, what important lessons your soul has been reincarnated in this lifetime to learn. So we have three piles to choose from. Pile number one, we have vigilance. Pile number two, we have compassion. And pile number three, we have karma. So take a minute, see what pile is being called to you intuitively. The description box below will have the timestamp for your pile. And again, remember, this is a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. And if you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. So I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys in your reading. Hello, pile number one. If you chose the vigilance card, this is going to be your reading on why were you born, why are you here, what lessons are you meant to learn in this life, what is your soul's learning curve in this life, what is your soul here to learn, why are you here, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family. Help me tap into what lessons is pile number one here to learn. We thank you for these clear, concise, and accurate messages, angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family. We thank you for always protecting us and guiding us, especially when we need it the most. Okay, pile number one, we have Ace of Wands, the World, Five of Swords, the Emperor, Knight of Swords, the Lovers, the Tower, Ace of Cups, Seven of Swords, and the King of Discs. So what I'm seeing here, pile number one, is you are here to create your own legacy. You're definitely here to fulfill some karmic ties you have with not having fulfilled your legacy. So in this lifetime, you're here to create something from ground up, and you're going to have to take time to build up this foundation, or you may sort of be in the process of building this foundation up, which will truly be unshakable, that will truly stand against any test of time and storms. You know, you're building something that will last. And I think you're meant to have a legacy over here, and the kind of legacy you're meant to have is not what most people do. You know, so you could do 9 to 5, but what I'm getting here is you're meant to be enterprising with your own talents over here. You're very, very talented, and the goal for you in this life is to truly follow what your heart says. And we have the vigilance card, which is sort of about having a very detached sense of action towards things. So, you know, being more observational about things. I think you are the kind of people who truly learn a lot by just observation. You know, you are the kind of people who easily learn from other people's mistakes. You're not the kind of people who want to go out and make those mistakes, you know. But despite this, you're very driven by your passion, and I think that is something that often gets you in trouble. So I think that is something you're supposed to heal within this lifetime. And what I'm seeing here is you're meant to go through certain lessons, especially certain failures over here, which is just supposed to help you realize how truly powerful you actually are. And I feel you will be put against a lot of things. You know, you're sort of like, I'm getting the imagery of the knife being sharpened, you know. So you will be tested, and you will be tried over and over again. But I think all of that is so you can become the highest version of yourself in this lifetime. And like I said, whatever you do over here, you're meant to create a legacy. You're going to have enough for yourself and others, materially, spiritually, emotionally. You know, so if you're not there yet, even if you feel you're very, very far away from even imagining that and visualizing that, you need to know that it is very much coming towards you. You know, a lot of y'all have a new start coming towards y'all, and you're already showing up here as the Emperor. And you know, we have a very beautiful Emperor here who sort of really symbolizes the fact that, you know, your strength is not physical. It it is a more gentle strength that you have, and we have a dragonfly on his head. So, you know, your mind is very luminous over here, and I feel you are getting visions about things. You are also getting certain signs and synchronicity. So you need to understand that you're very, very guided, you know. And if you look at the emperor, traditionally, he's sort of the divine rulership. You know, traditionally, any sort of monarchy's emperor was ideally supposed to be a representative of God on earth, you know, like the pharaohs in Egypt, who were like a representative of Heru, you know. So you very much have been put on this earth, you know, and I feel a lot of y'all are black sheeps, and you are the kind of people that, you know, rise like the phoenix out of the darkest of the storms. And that is your superpower. You know, you are the kind of people who will always do better after a heartbreak. You're the kind of people who would go through a certain glow up after a heartbreak, or, you know, if you lose something, especially a job or something, it is going to always be replaced by something better. And you're also my introvert piles, you know, the vigilance card. She's all alone, but you know, she's a very beautiful fairy creature, and she looks very one of a kind with her monochromatic pink outfit, you know. So you are very special, and you could have a very distinct way of dressing. You could also have tattoos and piercings like me, you know. So just know that you are getting divine downloads. You know, you're very, very much guided. I feel a lot of y'all may be tarot readers, not all of y'all, but I feel some of y'all may be tarot readers over here. And the quest that you're really on this earth to do right now is to really love yourself against all odds. And I think what you need to do is you truly need to gaslight yourself in believing and also knowing that, you know, true love starts with yourself. Love really starts with yourself over here, and you have been put on this earth in this lifetime to love yourself. I think you have to sort of expand on your own ideals about what love is, and the other ways of experiencing it. Doesn't just have to be romantic, you know. So you're here to just embody love, you know. I think you are sort of this angel over here in the Ace of Cups card. So I feel a lot of y'all are very intuitive, or you could get certain hunches, a lot of gut feelings. You know, I think this pile specifically really needs to listen to their gut feelings, because they're never wrong. And if you look back and think about your gut feelings, they have always been on point. You know, so you truly, truly need to know that you're guided, no matter, even if things don't make sense for you, you will always be saved here, so to speak. You know, and what you also need to learn in this lifetime, I would say, is how to sort of protect and preserve the purity of your heart, which is very, very delicate, and still do what needs to be done, because you have been put on this dense earth. You have been put on this very dense frequency for a reason. And that reason is, at times you have to learn that certain things need to be done regardless of whose feathers you're ruffling over here, or you know, having perhaps underhanded means of getting what you need. And that is, I'm getting the image of Freya in my head, you know. So Freya is, she's known to be the goddess as someone who doesn't really mind compromising to get what she needs. And I think that is a lesson that you truly have been put on this earth to learn over here. And I think everyone around you is not just around you by coincidence. You also need to know that, you know, you have a karmic bond even with the stray dogs, you know, around where you live. So just know that nothing around you is there for a coincidence. You know, it's all sort of a plan of the great design over here. And you sort of also need to let go and not try to control things so much, because I think you instinctively know that you can't always force things, but I think you still really, really try to force certain things, certain behaviors, certain old habits that are truly no longer serving you, you know. So stop doing that. That's going to be a specific message here for someone. But if you're struggling with money, just know that you're not going to, you know. You have a very, very bright future, and you're supposed to be the King of Pentacles over here, and the King of Pentacles is someone who has truly taken the time to build something that lasts. You know, he has cultivated a beautiful garden around him, you know, and he sort of enjoying the fruits of his labor over here, quite literally. And I feel for my singles in this pile, just know that you are meant to have a soulmate and a twin flame over here. And there may be certain age difference, or I would say that you may be from a different race than your soulmate, or your soulmate is just not going to be your type. It wouldn't be the kind of person you would usually go for, but this person is meant for you, and I think at the right time this person will also come in. But till then, I think you have a lot to do. I don't think you even have the time to dilly-dally, or I feel a lot of you are just not even interested in love anymore. So just know that it will come. And you definitely have to take action over here. You're meant to work. And the kind of work you're meant to do it's not going to be boring work. It is not going to be a brain dead job for you. You're going to really enjoy doing what you do. And yes, you will be tired and exhausted, but it will satisfy you. And you're also meant to create a ripple over here around the people that you are. So you're meant to have a positive impact on everyone around you. You are a natural leader over here. You're showing up here as the emperor. So it doesn't matter if you're a male or a female or anything in the middle. This lifetime is a lot about you learning how to harness and control energy and power, and knowing when to strike. Using your intuition and your power to take action, and to sort of use your manifestation abilities and your intuitive abilities in a very masculine sort of way, in a sense of very like projected power. I'm getting the imagery of conquest in my head. So you are a conqueror here, and you're meant to conquer things. You're meant to have a legacy of your own. So if you're struggling, just really try to have an abundant mindset. It will really help you sort of shift yourself to this timeline even more. A lot of y'all may be seeing owls, or you may be hearing owls, so please take that as a sign. Or you may be seeing crows, so even that is a sign for you. Or you may be dreaming about snakes or something like that. So just take that as a sign that you're truly stepping into who you're meant to be. And I think you are in the process of letting go of everything that is no longer working for you. So I don't resist towards anything that is not sort of going your way, and don't try to micromanage and microcontrol anything that is truly not serving you in any sort of way, because you have been put on this earth to perfect materiality of earth. You're sort of meant to be the king in the earthly existence on the earthly plane, and that means having balanced your physical body with your spiritual body, and the ability to again use your intuitive gifts to manifest actual material abundance. So I feel a lot of y'all are very psychic over here. You could have a YouTube channel or something along those lines. You could be into astrology. Use that knowledge. You're meant to use your knowledge and your intuitive abilities and gifts to manifest and create wealth in a very masculine sense over here, in a very worldly sense. So don't try to run away from that. Don't try to hide in your spirituality, if that makes sense. Show up in the real world being a real person, if that makes sense. Really show up as the emperor that you are. Like I said, it's not so much the gender, it's the energy. And you're meant to have dominion over everything over here. You're meant to have dominion over the materiality and earth itself. Like I said, you're meant to have a very powerful and a strong legacy that will live on. Your legacy is meant to live beyond even you. So start being more serious and responsible with your spiritual goals, your divine goals over here, because you will win regardless. And like I said, you're meant to even affect other people. So there is no way you are going to lose. You are sort of on an ascension journey over here. So even if you feel a sense of lack, or you don't feel complete within yourself, you really need to look into yourself and do some shadow work if you're not feeling as complete within yourself. So don't do anything out of desperation. Don't go out on dates out of desperation. Don't meet people out of desperation. Don't have friends out of desperation. That is very important for you over here. Learn to enjoy your own company. Being alone doesn't mean that you're lonely. You know, you can feel very, very alone in a at a party of thousands of people, you know. So be alone by choice, and really enjoy that, because you have a very rich inner world, and what you're meant to do in this life is really pull out that rich inner world and create it as your external reality. And that is very, very powerful. You are a high level alchemist over here, pile number 1. Shuffle some oracle and see any additional messages. Life force energy. Revel in the bliss of being alive. This card is packed with luminous light force energy for optimum health and healing. As much as it is possible, seek joy and upliftment in everything you do. Consider the foods you eat, the environment you spend time in, the people in your life, and what you wear. Increase your awareness of how things come to be in your world and their energetic resonance. You may be inspired to work with healing energies with the land, perhaps grow vegetables. You are encouraged to joyously make your life a piece of Eden. As a result, you will shine with vitality. So like I said, you know, you have been put on earth to create heaven. You literally have been put on earth to create heaven, and it is possible. You know, she's sort of manifesting things here out of the waters, of the primordial waters, and she's sort of taking that divine energy and harnessing it and growing beautiful things around her. And you are exactly this beautiful babe over here, you know. So start creating, because you are a very magical being. You have access to magic. You can use magic. You can practice magic. You know, if you are the kind of person whose spells will actually work, and you may be the kind of person who doesn't even have a lot of witches or warlocks or wizards in their family. You know, you may be the black sheep in your family. Just know that even that has reason. You're breaking ancestral curses and baggage. You're relieving all that ancestral baggage. So, you know, you're very, very protected. So don't feel the fear. You know, be your authentic self. Be the real you without having any shame. You know, that will be the biggest fuck you to everyone who sort of got in your way and didn't believe in you. So like I said, you have to, at times you have to gaslight yourself in the most positive way, because it is possible. You know, we will lie to ourselves. We will tell ourselves the worst kind of, most inhumane things. You know, we'll drag ourselves down. So if we can do that, and I get that you do that a lot since you have a very analytical mind, you can also, you know, boost yourself up and gas yourself up, you know, because you do deserve it. You're meant to create something that is going to be much greater than who you are. And once you start following your life purpose, you'll truly realize that it is much greater than just me. It is going to last much longer than I'm going to last. You know, we have a very short lifespan anywhere on earth. So please make this count. Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 1. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. And I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 2. If you chose the compassion card, this is your reading on why were you born? What are you here to learn? What lessons is your soul here to learn? Why do you have this specific lifetime? What have you been put on this earth to learn? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family, help me tap into what is pile number 2 here to learn? Why were they born? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended master, star family, help me tap into what is pile number 2 here to learn. And thank you for always guiding us and protecting us and showing us the way, especially when we need it the most. Okay, pile number 2, we have the Knight of Pentacles, King of Wands, King of Pentacles, Knight of Wands, Ace of Swords, Death, Knight of Pentacles, the Sun, and Five of Pentacles. We have a very, very powerful reading over here. So I don't know what you all do. You know, it's a general reading, so, you know, everyone must be doing something very, very different. But whoever you are, pile number 2, you're meant to be the king of your own domain. Here we have 2 knights and 2 kings sort of representing you, and we have the Sun and Nine of Pentacles. So even if you haven't been born into money, or you've had a very difficult time growing up, just know that your future is very, very secure. You know, you're meant to be a leader over here. You are a natural born leader. You have natural abilities to lead other people, and not because, you know, you're better than anyone else or something. No, what makes you a great leader is the fact that you've actually gone through a whole lot of shit, and that hasn't phased you, it hasn't changed you, it hasn't made you cruel. If at all, what those horrible things that you went through have done is, it has helped you understand your own power, it has helped you understand your own weaknesses and strengths, it has helped you understand where your true power lies, and how to harness it to get the most of it. And you know, you are the kind of person who will stand up for other people who cannot sort of speak, or who don't have a voice over here. You know, and you do it quite naturally, you do it quite flawlessly. So, you know, you could have definitely been bullied while growing up. You could have had a difficult time just growing up, or in your teens. You could have struggled with substances. And I just really, really want you to know that you're very, very precious, and you're very, very special, and the world wouldn't be the same without you. And it is people like you who are truly meant to be leaders over here, because, you know, you are the kind of person who just wants to get through the day. You could care less about leading other people. You know, you're just sort of trying to figure your own life out. But that is exactly what makes you the perfect leader over here. You know, so even if you're doing a 9 to 5, you're meant to be the CEO of the company. You're not meant to do the mundane work. And what I'm seeing here is you're very, very hard workers. You work very, very hard, and you're not afraid. You're not afraid of going where other people, you know, would be scared to go. You're very headstrong. You know, you could be my Tauruses over here. So I just really, really want you to know that nothing can stop you. You know, sky is truly the limit for you over here. And what you have been put on this earth to do is to break your own limitations and your boundaries. You know, I think you have achieved a lot, or you will achieve a lot. You definitely have it in your destiny over here. You have a very, very powerful role to play, and a very important position to take. And what I'm getting is, everything that you have gone through may not always make sense to you, but it will start making sense to you. And I want you to also know that all the fucked up shit you went through is basically preparation for something you have to take down in the future. You know, there is a reason. And I think what is happening here is the universe, or God, whatever you believe in, it's truly trying to test how much can you hold on. You know, what is your limit? Where do you break? You know, because you're meant to conquer what most people won't be able to. You know, you are definitely a very powerful individual, no matter what you do. You know, you could even just be a gardener, but you're probably the most powerful gardener out there. Again, just an example over here. You know, so you're definitely, you may also be very unique. You know, you could have a very unique way of dressing. You could have a very unique way of speaking, the way you go about things, the way you think. You know, even the way you think is very, very unique, because you get divine downloads for sure. And you are the kind of people who've had to go through some very, very, very extreme transformations, which are not pleasant for anyone. And most people would fold in, but you haven't. You know, all of it has only made you more of an assassin. It has only made you really, really undefeatable. You know, you're totally unfuckwittable over here. And I think the biggest lesson that your soul also has to learn over here is compassion. We have the compassion card, and you know, we sort of have the Saint Agatha on this card, I think. And the story with her was the fact that, you know, she sort of had to cut her chest out, and she still had sympathy for the person who did that to her. So, you have been backstabbed, you have been poked, you have been lied on. You've probably had a past life where you were literally burnt as a witch or something along those lines. Or, people have really tried to ostracize you. People have tried to do their best to bring you down, but it has only made you stronger. It has only made you a resilient person, and it has made you even a more compassionate person. So I think moving forward, what you also need to do is you need to forgive people, that you think you may even have forgiven, because there is still some lingering pain that you're holding on to, which is stopping you from becoming the best version of yourself. So I really want you to forgive people, not for themselves, but so you can be free of it. If you're holding on to resentment, your energy is stuck and you're not able to manifest the highest version of yourself. And we have the Death card, Nine of Pentacles, and the Sun. So there is nothing that can stop you. Even the Five of Pentacles over here. You're definitely the kind of person who's not going to just stay back and sit down and just let life pass you by. You definitely take charge of all the disappointments you get, and that doesn't keep you down for very, very long. In fact, you get up and you get up much, much stronger over here. You could even be petite. You don't even have to be very tall and very strong. You have a very gentle strength about you. It's a very quiet sense of fortitude that you have, which really tells people not to mess with you over here, because you have sort of earned your scars in battle over here. You're really making your place in the world from ground up. And I think you're meant to also be teachers here of some kind. You're meant to lead other people. What you have is a lot of divine wisdom, and you're meant to share this wisdom, and that is the only way your wisdom will grow. And I think you will be tried again and again in all kinds of relationships, platonic, romantic, whatever, even family. I think you need to truly not be codependent on anyone. Even if it's your twin flame, you need to make sure you're not codependent on them in this lifetime, because you're meant to hold your own. I'm not saying don't rely on them. Yes, do, but still maintain your own personal autonomy. It's going to be very, very important, because what you are creating over here, I feel a lot of you are actually creating something over here. Whatever you're creating over here has a lot of value, even if you may not see it right away when you're doing it. It has a lot of inherent value, and the value will only grow. And you're creating a very, very beautiful legacy that will help other people as well. So you'll realize your purpose is much, much greater than who you are. And there is a very beautiful reason why you are here on earth right now, and we need people like you. We really, really do. And if you've had a very unhappy past, just know that you're coming into true happiness that you've never even imagined. I don't even think a lot of y'all know what happiness is, but you will know, with your own experience, what happiness is. Nothing is going to ever hold you down ever again. You're just going to ascend to higher and higher heights. You're just going to grow. You're just going to become and get closer to the highest version of yourself. Nothing is going to obstruct you. You're not going to have illusions. And even if you have illusions, they're not going to last very, very long. You will always sort of have the key to the next door. Nothing can stop you over here but yourself. So please know this. And also just recognize the responsibility that comes with, sort of being God's favorite over here, because you truly are. You're very, very protected. So no one can harm you. No one can touch you. No one can do anything to you. And compassion is going to be the most important thing for you as you move through life, especially to even have compassion towards people who have harmed you. I'm not saying pray for them, but put yourself in their shoes. Just think about how miserable of a fuck they are to, be like creating problems for you. No happy person has the time to be jealous. No happy person has the time to hate. It's only miserable people who have nothing going on for themselves. They're living in the rut. They're probably doing a very sad 9 to 5. Those are the kind of people that will try to pull you down. So just see your haters as your biggest fans. You're even helping your haters grow. You're that iconic, Payamatu. Please remember this. Don't take anything personally, especially other people. People don't even know what they're doing most of the times, and the judgment is just based in complete ignorance. Even though they think they're holier than thou, they're not. You have a purity about you which is unparalleled, you know, and you are the small kind of goat that climbs up a very, very big mountain, and you do it on your own, and you have all the skills and the ability to do it on your own. So please don't ever for a minute think you need someone. You don't. And that is exactly what I said. You need to maintain your autonomy no matter who you are with. You know, even if you're with the richest guy, with the richest girl, you still have to maintain your autonomy, because what you are meant to create, only you can create over here, and it has inherent value. So learn to be more compassionate towards yourself, and therefore that's the only way you can be compassionate towards other people. And I think what you also need to do is you need to positively gaslight yourself for not being loved growing up, you know. So it is all the more imperative for you, and it is your responsibility to love yourself in ways that you never have been loved, to love yourself in the ways that you truly needed to be loved, that no one has loved you in, you know. And I think when you finally start doing this, when you finally feel you don't need anyone, you'll actually have a divine counterpart come in who will be an equal. You won't have to settle for this person, you know. So I feel you have settled a lot for some really, really, really ugly people in your past, you know. You were probably just downgrading after one relationship after the other, but a lot of y'all are focusing on yourselves right now. Just know that you have an equal coming in very, very soon. So keep shining, because you are a beautiful star over here, and your light is supposed to inspire and help other people. So again, you have very, very big shoes to fill, even though you may feel you're very, very tiny, but you've got this. You've got this. It's not your muscles, it's not your height, it's none of that. It's not your skin color. It is what you exude. It is just who you are. It is your energy. And you know, your energy speaks volumes. So pack a punch, because that's what you always do. You know, you're the kind of people who will tremendously affect people's lives, and they won't even realize what they have learned or what hit them till you're like out of their life and they're missing you. You know, so there is a reason that you haven't been acknowledged. There is a reason you haven't been truly valued in your relationships. All of that will also start making sense to you very, very soon. So just know that you're very, very special, and you have a very, very divine path over here, you know, especially if you're queer. You know, you're God's favorite. I truly, truly want you to know that. So keep doing what you are doing, because you're clearly exceeding and you're succeeding, and you know, you're truly a champion over here, pile number 2. I don't know a better way to put it. Shuffle some oracle. Any additional messages? We have 2 cards, Home and Earth, Nurture Nature. Home reads, our way home to oneness and the truest part of the infinite self is to know ourselves beyond the socialized matrix of mind-constructed reality. Then all sense of flighty survival drops away. A deep sigh radiates from the safe space within, where you can ground dreams into reality. Deep heart-based presence is a direct portal home. Align with your temple space. You have dreams, visions. You may yearn for etheric realms, but it is when you are fully present in our bodies that we can actualize the ideas and make a difference. Be grounded, find your home, deepen your roots. The higher we can reach into the heavens. So, you know, like I said, a lot of y'all are my tarot readers, astrologers over here. You know, you could dabble into any sort of occult spiritual stuff. Just know that don't use your spirituality to escape. Ground yourself first before even attempting to do anything spiritual. The more grounded you are, the higher etheric realms you will be able to experience. You know, so a lot of y'all are astral traveling over here. A lot of y'all are going to different dimensions. It's going to be very important for you to ground your energy. It's going to be very, very important to ground your energy and speak your truth. You know, and we have the Earth card, which reads Nurture Nature. No one can hold you the way nature can. Mama Nature is a wonderful healer and a transmuter of dense energies. She takes in your out breath and can transform your woes if you allow yourself to surrender, to lie in her grassy arms and be embraced by her branches. All experiences, those categorized as good or bad, are a part of the natural cycle that allows for the continuation of life. Trying to suppress or control will only bring you out of harmony. Nature is all around you, notice her. When you feel like no one else can hold you, she can. So a lot of y'all may feel very, very alone at times, but just know that you have your ancestors with you. And I think both the cards are heavily emphasizing that you ground your energy. It's very, very, very important, even if 5-10 minutes, you go out, walk bare feet in grass, or if you live somewhere cold, just go out, walk in the forest, walk near the beach, or just go walk in a garden or on your terrace, whatever you can. 5-10 minutes every day, it helps. It compounds into a much larger amount of time spent on yourself, and I think that's what you need to do. I think a lot of y'all are thinking that if you work more, you're going to earn more, but no, you're going to earn more by taking care of your health more, by taking care of yourself more, and grounding your energy, so you would not be as reactive to things, and you would actually be able to respond to things from a proper balanced mind, because I feel you will be faced with a lot of things, a lot of random things coming at you from different angles that you couldn't even imagine, some really weird problems. But all of that is not going to be a challenge for you, but it's going to be an opportunity for you to truly rise and become the best version of yourself. You very much have it within you to make sure that this was your last lifetime on earth. You can make sure you're reincarnated in a much higher dimension. You don't have to be born on earth to suffer like this again. So please make your lifetime count, because you have some very powerful untapped potential and gifts over here. And you also need to know that the only way through is with your heart. There is no frequency higher than love. And try to embody and just become love itself. I think that is the main reason your soul is born on this earth right now, to truly embody love in its highest, purest frequency and light. You can do it. You can definitely do it over here, Yeah, so that's all I have for my pile number 2. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, please like this video, share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. If you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. And I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys in the next reading. Thank you. Hello, pile number 3. If you chose the Karma card, this is your reading on why are you here? Why were you born? What lessons is your soul here to learn? Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, help me tap into what is pile number 3's soul purpose. Angels, ancestors, spirit guides, ascended masters, star family, we thank you for always guiding us. We thank you for these clear, concise, and accurate messages, especially when we need them the most. What can my pile number 3s expect? What are the lessons my pile number 3 is here to learn? What lessons is pile number 3 here to learn? Okay, pile number 3, we have Queen of Pentacles, 5 of Wands, 8 of Swords, the Universe, Hierophant, Knight of Wands, Death, 2 of Cups, 8 of Cups. You've had a very difficult time growing up. I think you've probably had a parent who's very jealous, or you've had a sibling who's very jealous, or you just haven't been treated very right in your family, because you sort of have this, you've always sort of had to be the black sheep. And I think all you ever wanted was a happy home, and I really want you to know that you're meant to have a happy home in this life. And I think you've had a past life where you've ended up with people that you probably shouldn't have been with. You've had a lot of pain from your even your past lives sort of pouring into this life. So I think at times you may not even realize why are you feeling so sad, or you may just naturally have a very depressive disposition. All of that is coming from your past lives. Just please know that. So what you need to do is be more gentle and calm with yourselves, and be more forgiving with yourselves about, certain addictions that you may have to people, things, places, because it's not easy. It is not easy what you're going through and what you have been through. So just know that all of this is not here for nothing. You just haven't gone through so much for nothing. You will get what you deserve, and the balance will be restored. And I think a lot of people who have wronged you, they will pay their due diligence. Whoever has hurt you, I just truly want you to know that they will they will pay for what they have done. So don't hold on to vindictiveness and resentment towards being hurt or harmed by other people, because they will pay for what they have done. I just really want you all to know that. And try to forgive other people. Try to forgive people who are always in your business, and you could even care less to be bothered about what they are up to. So I just want you to know that you're very, very special, and I think you're coming into realizing how special you truly are. You could be very individualistic. You could have a very stylistic way of speaking, dressing, projecting yourself outwards. You even have a lot of eyes on you. I feel you probably have a lot of eyes on you. So I feel a lot of y'all are working towards your stability. And just know that you will have your stability. You will have your own money over here. You're meant to create harmony wherever you go, and I feel that is the reason you have been sort of put in these very, very chaotic situations, so you can create a beautiful space around you. And you're sort of the magical seed you plant in a barren desert, and through you being that seed, everything beautiful sprouts forth. You have magic contained within yourself, and you're going to learn to unlock that magic that you have within you, so you can create everything you want around you. And I'm sensing there is a lot of PTSD here. There is a lot of trauma. You don't feel as if you will succeed. You're sort of being your biggest enemy over here. So I think forgiving yourself is truly necessary over here, and just know that you did the best that you could given the situation that you were at that age. So don't hold yourself at like gunpoint, and don't keep hurting yourself about something that has already hurt you in the past. I feel a lot of you are just sort of reliving certain painful experiences from your past, and it's sort of haunting you. So you really need to be free of these things. I think this pile, I would say meditation will really, really help. Even if you meditate a little, it will give you a lot of benefit. I'm not even saying you have to sit for hours and hours and meditate. Even if 5-10 minutes every day, if you sit and meditate, it will help you a lot. Because what is happening here is the worst is over, but you feel as if it is not. You feel as if something bad will happen again, and you're not even able to enjoy the good things that happen to you just because you're so traumatized. And I really feel your pain, but I just truly want you to know that the worst is over. And everything bad that has happened has only happened so you realize your own worth. You realize how powerful you are, and you realize not to settle for just any sort of garbage, to not just settle for any kind of fucking breadcrumbs, because you deserve the world over here, pile number 3. You really do. Especially after everything that you've gone through, the kingdom is yours. And I think it's going to be a lifetime thing where you have to constantly transform, and I think you're finally understanding that letting go of something is not as bad as holding on to it. You will have something better replaced. So if you're losing a job, if you're losing a car, if you're losing a lover, all that was meant to go. Because you're meant to drive a better car, because you're meant to be with a better person, because you're meant to earn more and be more happier in your job than you previously were. So just rejection is truly protection for you here, pile number 3. So please don't forget that. Don't let 3D circumstances fool you, because there's something much deeper happening here. And I feel you have been put on this earth also to free your ancestors from a lot of the ancestral baggage and karmic repercussions that have been placed on your generation, of your family. So you're meant to clear all that. And I think in doing all of that, you'll become a teacher in your own right. You could be a spiritual teacher here, you could be a tarot reader, astrologer, or you could do something very worldly. You could probably be a choreographer, or you could teach people physics, mathematics, whatever. But you definitely have an eye, and you just know. Your discernment is also going to really, really grow over here. And I feel the karma of your haters over here is to see you ascend, to see you live your best life without them, and for them to truly know that you actually can do so much better without having the energy to drag you down. Because I feel you've been around a lot of vampiric people who have just sucked you dry. These people have just energetically leached off you. They have leached off your energy, your glow, because you're showing up here as a Hierophant. You're showing up here as a Queen of Pentacles. You could be a Taurus. You could have prominent Taurus placements, but there's something very sensual and something very beautiful about you. You know, you have this sense of self which is very, very beautiful. You cannot be shaken. You know, just because there's a certain trend, you're not going to follow it. You're going to follow what you believe in. You know, you move at your own pace, and you have an understanding about that, and you sort of understand when you need to shift and when you need to be rigid, and when to be adaptable to a situation. You know, and pile number 3, I'm getting that you're not even the kind of people who complain a lot. So just know that you're meant for greatness. You're truly, really meant for greatness. And for my singles in this pile, I would say you have a beautiful life partner coming towards you. You're meant to be with an equal in this lifetime. You're not meant to be with someone ugly. You're not meant to be with someone who gives you breadcrumbs. You're not meant to be with someone who does the bare minimum. You know, you're not going to be with someone who doesn't love themselves. Your partner is going to love themselves as much as you love yourself. You know, you're going to be complete within yourself, and your partner is going to be complete within themselves, and you're going to come together and create a unit. You're not going to be incomplete, and you're not going to come together to create and be a complete couple, because you're already complete within yourselves over here. So please remember this, to never let go of your autonomy. That is very, very important, because you're meant to create something very, very beautiful over here. Definitely. Y'all are my pioneers over here. Y'all are my go-getters. You know, you're meant to have a fearlessness about you, because there are only certain things that you can do which other people cannot. So you are very, very important. The world wouldn't be the same without you here, pile number 3. I really, really, really want you to know that. And I think you, as time has passed, you have sort of learned to become more aggressive on the outside to protect your inner vulnerable self. And I think somewhere in that process, you have truly forgotten your own vulnerability. So you will have new love coming in who will thaw your heart, because your heart is sort of frozen right now, is what I'm picking up. You know, life hasn't really allowed you to be gentle and soft, which is your natural nature. You know, and I can see most of y'all are introverts over here. Most of y'all like to keep to yourselves. Most of y'all just want to, you know, do what you do. But, you know, you always have had people in your business. You've always had teachers, friends, lovers, parents, just everyone in your business trying to distract you. So, you know, please keep yourself on your narrow path, because what you are instinctively following is the perfect path for you. People think they know what is good for you, but they don't. You know what is the best thing to do for yourself. You know, you're very much guided over here. You're very, very intuitive. So don't confuse yourself. Don't go down the wrong path. You can avoid some major pitfalls. You're that guided. So please acknowledge that, you know, and be more grateful. You can always be more grateful than you already are. You know, it'll just help you manifest the reality you truly want without any problems, and it'll happen much faster if you can truly come into a space of gratitude and genuinely a place of thriving instead of lack. You know, just switch it up every time you feel as if you're alone, as if no one gets you. When will people get their karma? I have hurt you. All of it will happen. You may not even see at times, you know, people who will get the karma, but they will get it. Trust me, people are miserable for life for messing with you over here. So walk away. I think you're meant to walk away from a lot of things in this life. You're meant to cut soul ties in this life from a lot of people and a lot of things, a lot of addictions, a lot of places. You know, so free yourself. Your this lifetime is here to create heaven on earth and to truly free yourself from everything that is not you, and sort of going through the process of recognizing who you are and who you are not. And this is really, really powerful, because like I said, you know, you are this evergreen seed planted in sort of a barren desert. You know, there is no water for miles and miles. You know, you just sort of blossom into a beautiful oasis as yourself. You know, so just think about all the beautiful things that are contained within you right now. You know, the greatness is not going to come from outside. It has always been inherently present. And the more challenges you go through and the more you see your challenges as opportunities, the more you will be able to evolve into the highest version of yourself and the best version of yourself, which you're meant to be in this life. You're meant to have it all. You truly are meant to have it all. The money, the career, children if you want. You know, whatever you want in this life, you will get it. I just really want you all to acknowledge the fact that you have the ability to rise like a phoenix, which most people don't. You know, you are very tenacious, and all of that also has a deeper reason. You know, you have been put on this earth to truly become the purest and the highest version of yourself. And you very much have it within you to become a great teacher, no matter what you choose to teach over here, because your experiences themselves are the best sort of training any teacher could get. You know, so y'all are meant to be natural teachers in this file. You're meant to part wisdom. You're meant to create wisdom, share wisdom, and pass wisdom on. It is a part of your destiny over here, you know. So you need to get into it, any sort of teaching gig, no matter how young you are, you know. And it'll come naturally to you. I feel a lot of y'all have been teaching for a very, very long time. So please keep doing that. It is a part of your destiny over here, you know. You're meant to teach other people, and you're meant to help other people set themselves free. You're meant to show people the way over here. So please respect the divine wisdom that you have. That is truly the message over here. Shuffle some oracle. Okay, we have two cards, Earth Chakra, Earth Star Chakra, and the Violet Flame. The Earth Star Chakra reads Initiation. You're standing at the gateway into the unknown with the trust in your heart, ancient remembering in your soul, and inner illumination to light the way. Like I said, you have a lot of ancient cosmic wisdom. Please use it. You have access to the seat of creation, the spark of existence, and the codes that hold the blueprint of who and what we are. This place is clear and grounded despite moving through multidimensional realms and able to bridge worlds while functioning in physical reality. The higher you reach for the divine and the realms of spirit, the more important it is to anchor deeply to the earth. So while you do a lot of the spiritual work, it's going to be very, very important for you to ground your energy. Even 5-10 minutes every day, if you can go walk bare feet in grass, or even if you live somewhere cold, just walk 5-10 minutes in a park, whatever you have, national park, or even your terrace. Just go ground your energy in nature. It's going to be very, very important. You can't reach higher realms till, you know, your roots are strong enough. You know, the tree can only grow stronger and bigger the deeper its roots go. So please don't forget this. As above, so below. You cannot use your spirituality to bypass anything. You cannot use your spirituality to hide behind anything. You have been put on this earth for a reason, to be, you know, a creature of the earth. You know, you're sort of a divine creature, but a creature of the earth nonetheless. So important lessons. Don't try to push anything away right now. Especially any challenge, don't see it as a challenge. See it as an opportunity to become a better version of yourself, because that's what it truly is. And that is the only thing that is going to help you grow and become the best version of yourself. It's not going to happen feeling lazy and being in comfort zone and procrastinating, because you're just procrastinating something that you know you have to do. So don't do that to yourself. We have the Violet Flame. As we deepen our spiritual path, step out of the illusory constructs, and become empowered beings, life presents more opportunities for growth than before. Your sensitivity will be heightening, so it may be harder to spend time in places of certain energies. You do have a range of accessible go-to practices for recentering, cleansing your aura, and protecting your energy field. A routine of psychic fitness will keep your aura strong and resilient, your energy soaring, and your vibration high, and help you through illusions that block or disorient. Bring the Violet Flame in your meditation and self-care practices for graceful rebalance. So you're definitely connecting to higher realms right now. You could be having a third eye awakening. You could be seeing things that you couldn't see before. You could experience phenomena that you couldn't experience before. And this can be a very difficult thing to even explain to someone, what is happening to you, you know, with such higher level activation. And you may not even want to go party anymore. You may not resonate with the kind of people that you resonated with. You may want to have less friends, different friends, or no friends at all. You know, so please respect yourself. Give yourself the isolation you need. Give yourself the solitude you need. Because you're going through some very, very powerful, important downloads. And with such heavy downloads, it's important to give yourself the time to recalibrate. It's going to be very, very essential to ground your energy over here and just learn to say no. You know, I feel a lot of y'all are people pleasers, so I think a lot of y'all just need to learn to say no and put yourself first, even if it is your family, even if it is your friends, even if it is your partner. You know, if you lose them, you lose them, because It just means that they're not meant to come with you to a higher level of existence over here, because you are ascending. You're definitely ascending here, pile number 3, and this is no small feat. So please give yourself the compassion you need, and just know that the scales will be balanced, justice will be restored for you. So don't hold on to resentment. I think that is something that is truly blocking your manifestations from coming into full swing. And this is your year. It truly is, pile number 3. Any other messages? Yeah, so that's all I have for pile number 3s. Again, it's a general reading. Take what resonates, leave the rest. If you like my style of reading, please like this video. Share, subscribe, comment. It means a lot. It helps the channel grow. And if you want to reach out for a private reading, you can definitely do that. My email ID and my Instagram handle are given in the description box below. And I wish you all the best, and I'll see you guys in the next reading.